Welcome to another episode of Soul Feeling,
a place where you can come to get your soul fed.
We gonna work on this for you. We living in our truth right now.
I was gonna say welcome to another episode.
Oh, she was gonna do the tagline.
See, I didn't even know all that. Keep me updated. Okay, do we get it together?
Do we do it one more time or are we tripping?
Yes, but I am Kobe, Jasmine, aka Kobe. Yes.
I am Tiffany Malone.
And I am Jasmine Charles.
Yes, so get to know us, get to know our voice, get to know our faces, because we really just love y'all.
We do.
To be honest.
To bits. Mm-hmm. We just want to spread all this good truth.
Yes.
So,
and on our journey to becoming our best selves, we want you to join that journey with us and to become your best self as well.
Right.
Absolutely.
And if you're listening to this on SoundCloud or iTunes, please right now do a favor for us and subscribe and follow. Subscribe and follow so you can get every podcast.
Yes. And
updates.
if you are only tuning into us on iTunes or SoundCloud, head over to our Facebook Live and come see our faces.
Yeah.
And you can interact. And we do premiere live every Tuesday at between 7:30 and 8. I mean, it's 7:30.
We're gonna make it 8. We're gonna make it 8 from now on because the Lord be trying to help us out, but y'all know it's hard. So we're gonna make it 8 from now on, or maybe like 7:45.
7:45.
7:45. Okay.
Cool.
So today we are talking about living in your truth. We know how hard it is to be authentically ourselves, and we have a podcast on that. But really, it's kind of different. Mm-hmm. Living your truth is really being okay with where you are right now, this moment, this season in your life.
Right.
But before we dig into that, we got a segment for y'all called
Do It for the Culture.
Do It for the Culture.
For the culture, yes.
Do it for the culture, guys.
Yes. And we want to talk about some people who are living in their truth, and some people who are not quite doing it, who can use some help, because we know there's some people out there in the visual eye. Mm-hmm. And first, this individual has been in all over Twitter trending.
I know
Rob
y'all heard.
Kardashian.
Yes.
Rob
Kardashian
right
here is an example of someone who needs to work on it. He needs to get it together.
Tell them to tune into an episode of Soul Feeling Podcast.
Yes,
Rob
so
Kardashian. This one for
So,
you.
so what would be your advice for Rob Kardashian for the predicament he's in now? If you didn't know, I don't think Justin knows. I don't even really know.
I just know basically he got used.
Yeah,
He got used. He thought he was about to have, this wonderful girl and a wonderful life, but she just got a baby out of it and some money and some breast job, flat stomach, tummy tuck.
Sheesh.
That's wild.
That's cray-cray.
Yeah.
But that's go for it.
Go for it.
I was gonna say, I kind of feel like he had some intuition, something that was telling him this ain't a good idea.
Yeah,
Right.
you always
You
do.
need
And
to
you
cut
make
it.
that decision. Like at the end of the day, you have to make that decision. Am I going to continue to mess with this person, or am I just going to leave it alone?
Right.
So he knew, but he decided
I feel like the whole world knew.
I didn't know. But I just found out now because it keeps popping up on my timeline.
Oh gosh. But
Yeah.
no, he knew his worth, and he knew
Yes.
the type of person he wanted to be with, or the type of person he should be with, and he wouldn't have messed with.
Right. Maybe if he was okay with himself, he wouldn't feel like he needed the attention from another
Yes.
person.
Mm-hmm.
And on a greater space, maybe I kind of feel like he was thinking, okay, if I'm with her, it will make me blow up and be like a reality
Like
star.
I'm that guy, I'm that man.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
But in reality, it's like if you're okay with yourself, you don't need anything else to affirm you.
Right.
So yeah, Rob, come on, just know your worth. You are so valuable. And you're going to be more valuable when you know your own worth. So living in your truth is so amazing. What's that special thing that only you can do?
Right. Mm-hmm. Exactly. You said it best.
So I want to play like a little game. So I was thinking, I'm gonna say a celebrity's name, and then y'all tell me if they living in their truth or they're not living in their truth.
Okay.
Okay. 50 Cent.
Living in truth.
Living in his truth, yeah.
Okay. J. Cole.
He living in his truth for sure.
Ooh,
Yes.
So amazing.
Yes.
Where can I find one? Dang, I can't. I can only think of the real ones. Kylie Jenner.
Kylie Kardashian. I don't know which one is which.
The one with the lips.
She may. I don't think so. Just
I
be
don't think
honest.
so.
I don't think she is.
I don't know her. I don't think I'm valid to answer that question.
It's okay. How about most YouTube stars?
For the most part, yeah.
Yeah.
Whether it's gamers, hair people, beauty people, they
Right.
doing what they love.
I agree. I think it's when you get Hollywood, that's when you tend to try to conform more so to Hollywood standards than your truth standards.
Or most of the time, you see them like go on this long period where they don't post, and it's probably because they started not living in their truth, and they're like, okay, wait,
So
let
this
me
don't,
get
it's
it
not
back
fun
together.
no more.
It's not fun.
Right,
It's
that's
like, okay,
true.
I'm back, I'm better, and I'm
Right.
doing me.
Right. Okay.
Last one, Tyga.
Tiger or Tiger Woods?
Well, shit, both. Shit. Tyga, the one who dated Kylie, and then Tiger Woods. Excuse my language.
Oh gosh, Tiger, no, Tiger Woods. I don't know. I really don't keep up with him and his.
Didn't he have like a whole damn scandal? Like with 55 women? Hell no, you ain't living it. Or maybe that is his truth. Who knows?
Now that he's exposed.
Right.
That's a good way to flip it. So do y'all think Tiger Woods was living in his truth and just putting this mask on to be Mr. Perfect for
Ooh, I got
Society.
the last one.
Okay, go for it.
Bill Cosby.
Yes, I say he's living in his truth.
He living in his truth?
Yes, he was trying to liberate and create a whole network station for African American people, and then all of a sudden, these allegations just came out of nowhere. Same way with Michael Jackson when he was about to own Sony, and then they tarnished his name. But hey, I ain't about to throw out conspiracy. I'm just saying it's true.
Truth. Okay, I'm with it.
You say truth?
What you say?
I feel like he ain't even confessed to anything, so either
You
way.
said like his recent events. Yeah.
What's his recent events?
It's still the scandal.
Oh, okay.
Everybody's.
Yeah, I don't think that was true.
So, I don't know. That's the thing.
That's the
He gotta.
Yeah. That's between him and
Ooh, one more.
him and the man upstairs.
Right. Donald Trump.
Yeah, I think he's living in his truth. He's speaking for all the bigots.
Really? I don't know. I feel like he's doing this for I don't know. I feel like there's some motive under there, so I don't know.
Right. I feel like he has to put on a front now that he said all this crazy stuff.
So wait, what are you doing now?
No, it's just the same thing where he is doing some stuff. I don't keep up with the news, but he is doing some stuff. But I'm just saying, like, for personality wise. So
I think
I feel
that's
like he
truly
was probably
who he
living
is.
up to an expectation of what he thought he had to be to win or something. I don't know. That's just me.
Yeah,
That's just me.
I disagree. I think this is who he is.
This is who he is.
America do. We don't know. At the end of the day, we only truly know ourselves. So let's get real, and that was for the culture.
Yes, we just did it for the culture.
Yep.
All cultures.
So I have a few questions that I was researching. I know y'all have some questions, so we're about to just bounce off. We're about to have like a little powwow, like you in your living room, just like you chilling with us. So
I just need my glass of wine. I feel like that's the only thing that's missing.
right, it's just gonna get real. We're just gonna talk, okay? So to really know if we're actually living in our truth, and I was kind of scared of this podcast because I was like, am I gonna say something crazy? But so we all have some
it's your
questions that we're gonna ask each other and you. So answer them as well and see if we actually are living in your truth. And I guess we could just start off with, what do y'all think living in your truth actually is?
To sum it up, I would say just it's not being afraid, to stand out, to be who you are, no matter where you are or what room you're in. To have an opinion, say this is my opinions, this is my thoughts, this is how I feel, and to stand firm behind that. So it's just not being afraid to just be who you are in every aspect of your life.
I like that. I would definitely think with the whole afraid thing, and that's one of the first things I wrote on my list, was just not being afraid of like those failures, mistakes, disappointing people, what else? Setbacks, public embarrassment, just all these different things that come with that thing that what are we so afraid of? And so definitely just not being afraid to truly be your authentic self, and doing what makes you happy. Whatever makes you happy, it all coincides with who you are, because you want to do more of the things that make you happy. Right. And so sometimes we're afraid to do things that makes us happy because we're afraid that we might disappoint someone, or we're afraid that it may be like something embarrassing that everybody in the general public may not be accepted towards. So yeah, it kind of go hand in hand, that whole being afraid and doing what makes you happy thing. How about you, Tiff?
Right. I totally agree with y'all. Being free from fear, what other people think, and just really having faith in you and in God to know that He got your back.
Right.
But I also think it goes into really living in your truth. It really goes into following your intuition, following that God's guide every step of the way, because it could be scary. Like, and sometimes we don't want to let things go. Sometimes we want to do things our way. But I think staying, like, really listening to your intuition and acting on it, that's really living in your truth.
Right.
And it's scary to do that.
It is. It truly is. I have a story.
I'm so scared.
Just a few weeks ago, we were going to a party, and I told Tiff I would meet her there because I was like already close to the party.
Yes.
So I was like, I'm just gonna go there. And I texted her, and I was like, oh my gosh, I'm so scared to walk in. It's like so many people. Like, you know that awkward moment where it's like a lot of people standing outside of the house, and you gotta walk through these people. You don't know nobody. I was just like, oh my gosh, where you at? Hurry up.
Oh, I was getting out of the shower, like.
But, so I sat in the car for a few minutes. I was like, oh, just me. I was like, you know what? No, Jasmine, come on. You got this. Come on.
Exactly.
So I walked out, and by the time I got out the car, it was nobody outside. So I just walked in. I put my head, I got to the front door, and it was like that moment before I walked in. It was like,
take that deep breath in.
Okay,
so I walked in, and thank God I saw some people I knew. So I was like, hey, what's up? So it just kind of worked out.
Right.
But ideally, that's why I say, not being afraid to stand out. Ideally, I would want to be somebody who's not like the same person that I am with y'all. I want to be if I'm in a room full of people I don't know.
That's true.
That's so true, because she's so dope. Like, everybody needs to know.
Right.
No, same with you.
It's hard.
Yeah.
And we have a I'm sorry to cut you, but we have a comment is that Imani?
Yes. Hey.
She said, unapologetically being yourself.
Unapologetically.
Yes.
And I could attest to the same story, to be honest, because everybody was getting it at the party. And I'm not, I swear to y'all, like, I am not
Wait,
this.
you're talking about Trey's party?
Yeah, Trey's party. Shout out to Logan on her birthday.
Yeah.
But,
awesome party.
awesome party, 90s party. They was killing it.
They were.
But, yeah, the same party. I was like, dang, all these people killing it, like, people in the middle of the dance floor. And I'm just doing my little side step. Not like, in my mind, I'm like, damn, I just want to break, like, but I started thinking so many things. Like, I want to break it off. Like, I want to be crazy.
Y'all know y'all be getting it any other time. Like, we together.
The same person when we are in the room together in the mirror dancing.
Yes.
That person in the party.
Right.
And that goes with unapologetically just being yourself. Like, who cares if you out dancing the next person? It's not even a competition.
I know, but they was getting it. I was like, dang, I can't even slip in if I want to. They gonna be a pop lock. What I'm gonna do in the middle, just but I want to be so confident and not. So it's like I be thinking to myself like, why am I overthinking so much stuff?
Right.
Like why? My life, my one life. Why am I tripping about?
Everybody like nobody be caring to be like, hey, she live. She
right.
Like,
just like Deborah. She be doing what?
Deborah Gillisary. No, she be getting it.
She be getting
not an event, an occasion.
Don't care if there's one person dancing, no people dancing, she's gonna dance.
1,000 people dancing, and somehow those 1,000 people, everybody's eyes is gonna start looking at them.
Right. But yeah, that's funny.
So just taking off that fear, that shame, and just being you. Like when it's all said and done, at the end of the party, no one's gonna be like thinking about, did you see Tiffany on the dance floor? Did you see Jasmine on the dance floor?
Like that's true.
Yeah, everybody's gonna be thinking like, we had a good time on the dance floor. That's all we really just gonna remember. And if you think about it, when you are at a party and the more people that are just dancing, vibing out in their space, that's what makes the party fun. Not like everybody just standing on the wall looking at one another.
Right, we gotta break that. We gotta break that together because everybody wilding out, and that's fun. Cause I've been to so many events where people are just like, and it's me too.
It is.
Like,
it's me too. It is.
Should I talk to that? I just wanna.
You waiting on that one person to get the, like I want to be that person and get everybody.
Right. Right. I agree. Me myself included. Like I do at times. I just like, I'm just gonna stand in. I'm gonna observe. I'm gonna watch everybody. I'm not gonna go in and just be crazy. But I do just need to when we were younger, I don't think I really cared as much.
Right.
When I was like in the 7th grade, we would be the life of the party. I remember
stepping with Chris Brown shirts on, like
what? People would form circles and be around us, just watching us, like how, like the party didn't start till we walked in. But it's so crazier. True. The more we grow, the more we are aware of all these labels, judgments. So we tend to shy away from being our authentic selves, and that ain't right, because we doing the world a disservice by doing that.
I mean, I feel like the world would be way much funner if we was all ourselves.
Right? Just think about like if you went to a bar and just sat at the bar and just started talking to people.
Right.
Like even something like that, I just be at the bar just chilling.
Like, so you gonna talk to me or not? Am I cute?
You
went to a networking event, just sitting in the corner.
This is how you gonna go to a networking event and not talk to nobody? Who you networking with? Yourself?
No, I went to that photo meet by myself, right? It was throw. Okay, the photo meet happened in Houston. If y'all not from Houston, I used to not want to live here after college, but now I'm like, Houston's lit. Anyways, they had this huge photo meet, and this is basically where photographers come out and like people who just want to get their pictures taken, or models come out and people just take pictures. Like a whole bunch of people. It's a whole bunch of people. And I, of course, had my camera with me, but I want to get slayed too. I want to get my picture taken. Right. But I was just over here, just like, who's gonna take my picture? And I see everybody else like, I was like, because I only know how to smile. But it's like, that would be so much more fun if I just didn't care.
Didn't care. We can't care. So that's another one of the things I wrote down for knowing yourself. And a tip to help you learn yourself or know who you are and live in your truth is set a goal and start small. So with us, the goal, set a goal and allow it to be a goal that you can measure. So with us, I guess the small goal would be the next event I go to, I'm going to strike up the first conversation. I'm going to put myself out there first. And then the way you can measure it, when you leave that event, just replay back in your head, like, did I strike up some conversations? Did I put myself out there? And did I get out of my shell? So what's a goal that you need to start so you can be you? Is it telling somebody no because you need to do something that you need to do to work on your brand or work on your project, work on school, work on whatever, and you might need to tell somebody no, and then next time to measure that goal, replay the week and say, did I tell a couple people no, or did I step out of my shell like I said I was gonna do, or did I stay in, or did I budget properly? So set a small goal. Like, I'm not saying go out here and try to change the world and just go shake 20 people's hands in one day if you're an introvert. But just start small, and then you're going to look back in 2 months, a month, probably even from now, and be like, dang, this is so easy to do. I remember when I was timid from doing that.
That's true. It definitely does take practice. I like that. Set a goal. What's my goal going to be? What's your goal going to be?
Definitely what she said. just introducing myself to people.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, male or female, like just get out and do the damn thing, cause life is too short. Why we up in here acting all scared when we be with our friends? We be mask off, mask off. Hey,
it's
so
almost
like
scary.
even in the elevator, you know, sometimes that awkward silence. So just just practicing in places like that, the elevator, just random spots.
Yes,
and everybody just wants to be talking to.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna lie, I am probably more outgoing than most, but I still want to be
you have your moments,
even more extra.
Mm-hmm.
But because I do be talking to people in the elevator, like, so what you doing this weekend? Because people, it's so awkward. They're like, oh, okay, they just want to talk more,
right?
But
yeah, you are good at that.
But
so yeah, guys, challenge yourself to whatever it is. Set a goal. If you're just now joining in with us, we're talking about who are you and how to live in your truth. And so I know it's a lot of things that we all out here, some of us may be shy. Some of us may be too pushy and we might need to draw back a little bit. Maybe some of us may need to stay in the house because we turning up too much. Or maybe some of us need to force ourselves to get out. So set a goal, a small goal. We're not saying do the most. Maybe it's even being just healthier. So if your goal is to just drink water every day, some people don't drink water every day. So just start drinking water every single day, and then look at the end of the week, look back and reflect on your goal and see, have you taken any action to actually achieve that goal?
I'm definitely gonna do that. For real. This event at our Soul Yoga event on Saturday, if you're here in Houston, you should come at 3 p.m. It's free. I'm going to talk to every person.
Yeah.
And genuinely wants to know them.
Mm-hmm.
And, vibe.
Right. Yeah. Why not? Isn't that what we're supposed to do?
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Yes.
I'm so happy that you said that.
Why wouldn't I do that, though? Sorry, man.
That's like, oh my gosh, and they teach you this in customer service. So it's like, imagine if we're hosting an event or you're hosting an event and you have guests at your event, and you don't say anything to them. It's just like you inviting somebody in your house. You just open the door and lock it. You don't say, hey, how you doing? You just open the door to tell them to let them walk in, and you just go sit back on your couch and just continue doing whatever you were doing, and don't even greet them, don't even talk to them. Just open the door and just go back to doing what you were doing. Like, what? That's going to be awkward.
You are so right, and somebody totally did that to me this
Like, how you gonna invite me out to your event and not even welcome me, not talk to me, not say hello, not even figure out my name?
I mean, I guess I didn't really do that. They were kind of busy. But, okay, yes. They make you feel some type of way if you don't do that.
Exactly. So, welcome, people. But, okay.
Welcome, everybody who's watching. Welcome. I don't know. That's
Tiffany, an opera singer.
You got any other tips, or should we dive into the questions?
We can go as we go. I'll spew out a couple that fits the question.
Okay. I like this one. These are questions you need to ask yourself. Are my actions guided by love or fear? And that goes back into like what we were just talking about. Whew. Your day to day. Do you think most of your actions are guided by love or fear? Y'all ask yourself that.
Right. Those of you that work jobs, are you just speaking to your boss because you're afraid you're not going to get fired? I mean, if you're going to get fired because you don't say hey to them, or are you actually genuinely wanting to know what's going on with him?
That's a good one.
Or are you like just some day-to-day things that your actions you don't even think about? That's a good one.
It is.
I would have to say, when your mind, when you get on autopilot, sometimes they can't. I don't necessarily want to say fear, but maybe it's not genuine. So I don't know if fear and genuineness is the same thing.
Well, I like that because when you're genuine, it's like more of you're being in the present moment, which we all strive to be now.
Right.
So I feel like if you're not just doing the autopilot trying to get through the day, like, hey, how are you doing? How you doing? How you doing? When you're just like in the moment, like look into their eyes, like,
right.
How are you doing today? You know what? I didn't even look into y'all's eyes today when I said how y'all doing. I was like, how y'all doing? I really care, but
that one track mind.
Yeah.
Because you let life consume you and you just go with the flow. But we need to take ourselves out of going with the flow and really be engaged with ourselves. Like this, the thing is living in your truth. Who are you? So
Right
really
now,
become engaged with yourself in any interaction that you have to encounter on your day-to-day basis, and that's with anybody.
Is there anything y'all did in fear today instead of in love or truth or genuineness? Or y'all Gucci? Mask off.
Today was a good day.
Today was a great day.
You know,
I can't say that I was acting out of fear today. Yeah, I just went to the gym today. I mean, I ain't
right.
really...
Today was one of those days I didn't really interact with too many people.
It was true.
I didn't have to make any tough decisions, so it was just one of those.
How about you, Tiff?
I just think it's funny that y'all mentioned people. When y'all like people have that much influence on our lives, that's when the moment that y'all think of the most when y'all are thinking about fear. It's when it comes to people, instead of like what you're doing at home, what you're working on, like you know. But
like life decisions.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
But no, I wouldn't say anything I did was out of fear, but I think some stuff I was maybe not genuine, but I was at the same time. But I don't know, because I do the same thing every day. I do ask people how they doing, and I do care. But I don't be gazing into their eyes. I feel like that's me. They gaze into their soul. But
eyes are the windows to the soul, so
connect.
For my job, I mean, it's mostly, I'm in the field a lot, so I work closely with another person. So a lot of times, I'm talking to whoever I'm working with.
Bye, money.
And so there is some fear maybe with maybe we talking about something. And sometimes I may want to say like, "Girl, you just need to," you know, I just want to be blunt with them, but I'm not. So maybe in that aspect, I'm not. You know, I'm operating. I wouldn't say. I'm operating in fear.
Right. I don't know. Maybe sometimes I think it's like a difference, because there's some things that I learned from my past jobs that I should not do. I shouldn't be like some things that I do, but like so honest. Sometimes I tend to boost people's ego just so they don't feel like I'm trying to take over. So I do things like that, and it's not really a fear. It's just maybe I know where I want to go, so I know how I can better get there from past experiences. So, does that make sense to y'all?
Yeah, I don't think that's a bad thing.
Yeah,
I feel like we should look for more positive traits in others, opposed to pointing out the flaws.
Right.
I think that's a good thing.
It is. I mean, there's definitely opportunities. I will say in the past there had, like not today, but in the past there has been those moments where I could have operated out of jealousy. So I want to add to that, you know, not just fear, but like I have a new boss, and you know, we're currently, like, I've been there a long time, so I'm helping her, you know, get accustomed to things. And so there's times where she has to come to me for, you know, help or advice, or, you know, hey, you know, how did y'all do this in the past? And I could, you know,
be like, this should be my job.
I could have that attitude, but I don't.
Right.
No,
Just
totally.
constantly checking yourself.
Yeah, it's just a constant. Yeah, I can agree with you on that, because like I have a partner that I work with at my job, and I feel like I'm talking too much, but like, let's just move on. But I love him to death, but it's just like,
So it's a him. No, I'm joking.
it's a him. But it's just like you want to make sure, like you want to make sure that your work is being, what does it say? What's that word? It's being noticed and not like swept under the rug and people taking credit for what you do. And at the same time, you don't want to leave no one behind. So I kind of operate off of maybe competitiveness. Like, no, I'm gonna send this email because I need you to know that I'm the head of the strategy.
Like, I did this.
I
me.
did this.
Yeah.
So
that happens sometimes.
Yeah.
It does. Yeah.
With the input, I'll see you though. But I mean, I don't know, but that's funny.
Okay.
I don't know how to get through that thing. That's kind of like that work. That's why I feel like I'm supposed to be an entrepreneur, because I don't like that feeling
in that environment.
that I have
That
to like feel a
competitive
little
nature.
competitive. So maybe I should just change something on that. I don't know.
Okay.
But You have any questions, Cole?
Yes, I did have a question. What do you stand for?
Ooh. Y'all, put it in the comments below. What do y'all stand for? What did y'all think about when you first heard Kobe say those words? What do I stand for?
Just a few things. Love, definitely. Equality. We just did an event this past weekend where we took pictures for a movement called Unity in Color, and it's a women's rights movement. So definitely for equal treatment.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Love and equality. That's beautiful.
That is.
What I stand for? I think I stand for love. I don't know how to put this in words, but maybe I stand for like truth and service. Just making sure that whatever we do, Inspire Fire, whatever I'm doing is not really for me, but for serving others, and just keeping that in mind, because sometimes it can get swept away. Love and truth and service, because the service can be anything. That could be someone you love, it could be your boyfriend, it could be your mother. Yeah.
I agree. I agree with that. I just feel like for me, I would say for sure, love. Everything out of love is so much better. And empowerment, whatever makes you feel empowered.
That's good.
I just want to see people uplifted in whatever individually empowers them. So we have a comment. Jasmine Whitney said, I try to be very accepting and non-judgmental.
That's a good one.
That's
especially in these times.
Right. That's something I feel like everyone should strive to be, because everyone's living in their own individual truths. So how can you judge someone because no one's deck of cards should be the same? We're all different. So why should we even judge someone because they're not doing things we would want them to do? So I love that you love that you said that, Jasmine Whitney.
I love that you said that too. And I just want to go back to the question you asked, what do you stand for? Kind of leads into my question, is what parts of my life don't reflect who I am? So basically, what parts of my life don't reflect what I stand for? I think we need to ask ourselves that, so we can best fit what we want to stand for or what we do stand for. Because a lot of times people stand for something, but they end up doing something maybe that they're not proud of, or something that they just don't want to do.
Right. And I have did you guys have anything else y'all want to elaborate on that?
Yeah, I just want to try and answer your question.
Oh, what the don't I stand for?
No, what parts of your life don't reflect what you stand for or who you are? Unless you just don't have any parts.
Empowerment. I would have to think a little longer on that question, because this is my first time hearing it. But a tool I have, a tip rather, that I have to help you answer that question is to write down all the things you love and appreciate. So think of all your loved ones, all the physical material things that you really love or appreciate having. And then in the list that you create, you'll get an idea of what's most important to you in your life. And then with this list, it will help you define who you are. So if in your list you're writing like a whole bunch of electronic gadgets and computer technical, or like these super IT stars, then maybe you're more drawn and geared to things like that in your life. And that should be more, the direction that you should choose in finding the path of where you want to go that will ultimately reveal to you who you are. Or if it's like nature-y things, you enjoy doing outdoorsy things, and people that enjoy being outdoors with you, then that would kind of have a turn to where you can look to see your purpose. So, but that's the tip that I wanted to leave.
Okay.
Makes sense.
Yeah, that's good. I like that. I would have to be honest. I'm all about health and wellness, but sometimes I all the time I don't eat right, or you know, I have my days where I don't exercise. You know, that's normal. But one thing that I do want to work on, I do want to get better with, is like getting checkups, and you know, visiting my doctorly visits. You know, that's something that I think a lot of people don't, you know, take serious. Or
that is true.
And so, as a person in the health and wellness, you know, industry, that's something I need to do, because I tell people to do that, and I know that's something that I don't even do for myself. So by me putting that out there, I'm gonna do that.
Right, that accountability. And I think that you said that's very normal. What's the badge girl that we met this week that went to Howard with you? Well, dang, I can't think of her
Starts
brand
with a K
name
or something.
But her brand name is like.
All I remember is vegetarian. I love that.
Yeah, she had these cute little shirts that says vegetarian. And then, but with that being said, what I was saying to go along with that is just like a lot of women, especially, not even just women, men and women, they completely neglect going to the doctor, going to get their annual checkups, just getting a physical to see, make sure your blood pressure, your cholesterol level is at a good place. And oftentimes we go too far down the line, and then it's like you don't go until something start hurting, and then that's when you like getting checked up. And it's like, if you just gotten those regular checkups, could have found this and caught it and dropped it in way before and took preventative methods. So definitely get those checkups.
And I don't know, but what you said just kind of just translate into real life. It's these things that you have to point out, like, now you're not going to the doctor, or something that doesn't reflect what you stand for, and picking out those things now, checking yourself now, so further down the line it doesn't turn into something that you can't really get out of. Saying like a marriage or addiction or something that you just don't stand for, but it goes for too long.
Right.
So
that's good.
Same thing, and I think that's another thing that goes back to living in your truth and following your intuition. Like, you know it's not right, but you don't check yourself fast enough.
Yeah.
Right.
But I'm sorry, it sounds.
But
get that checkup.
Right. So it's important to reflect, and like Jazz said, to write those things down. Know what you stand for, know who you are, and then see what areas are you living up to that.
Right.
For sure.
Right.
I like this one because I think a lot of people need to ask themselves this. And this is living in your truth. Am I a pleasant person to even be around? Ask yourself that. Mothers, fathers, brothers, everybody. Ask yourself.
Sons, daughters.
Am I a pleasant person to be around? Are you that coworker that everybody's trying to get away from? Not trying to talk to? Scared to send an email because you might neglect something? Are you that mom that's always talking down on your child that they don't even want to be around you? Or are you actually a pleasant person to be around, that people do enjoy your company?
For the most part, yes. I'm not a morning person, so I do have my mornings where I'm probably not the best person you want to talk to, but or that 1 week out of the month, ladies, you know what I'm talking about, where I'm just not myself. But other than that,
Yes.
Yeah. I would say for the most part, I think that I am. So
y'all definitely are. Like, who are y'all kidding?
I don't want to be vain. Like,
girl, you better be yourself.
No, but did you want to say anything on that though?
No, I'm pleasant to be around, but unless I'm just hangry. Thank you. Unless I'm hangry, I realize I have to catch myself though, because I feel like, because sometimes I do be in a funk. Y'all know this.
Why would somebody say that? They were like, "Oh my gosh, from Tiffany's picture, she just looks so happy." And I was like, "Don't get me wrong, she is." Like, but she's a Gemini.
Yes,
she's a Gemini.
She getting that mom.
She had them highs and she had them lows. She had a day. Y'all just don't see it.
Yes, y'all
the same way. I feel.
Yes, they see it all. But I be turned off real fast.
Like, we can walk from outside into the room. It's like, you can go back in the sun. No, I'm joking.
No,
I mean, I'm not joking, but even it's not something that's unbearable to where it's just like, I don't want to be around her. No, it's nothing like that where she's just infringing on my happiness. It's nothing like that. It's just like more so she's doing it to herself.
Right.
It's like she's like, yeah, it's all self. It's nothing that she pushing out on us.
Right. The vibes are strong, though, I will say. They can
My
feel.
subconscious mind be picking up on all
Right. So you want to be careful of that. What vibes are you translating into the atmosphere and people you're around? Are they feeling your nervousness? Are they feeling your anger, your sadness? Or are they catching these positive vibes, like uplifting vibes?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
But a good thing is actually another question that I have on the list is, are the people in your life adding value into your life? And I just was going to say that because even if you're down, when you have people like Jasmine and Kobe around you, people who are positive and uplifting, you really can't stay down for long because they just spewing too much positive energy. It's like, I'm trying to be mad right now, but y'all making me laugh and are speaking life into me, and I feel so much better now, and I don't know why I was tripping. So,
right, turn that mood around in 30.32 seconds.
right. So really ask yourself, are the people around you adding value into your life? And I just went to this conference, and they said this is for for influential people who are starting a business. But he said, look at your phone and see who are like the last recents, the 5 people were in your last call log, or the 5 people you text last. Are those people adding value to your life? And if they're not, adjust accordingly. And I looked at my phone, and I was like, okay, mom, brother, Jasmine, Kobe, I'm good. Okay, but.
Yeah.
That could be very painful for some people to look at when you look in your call log, and maybe it is your mom that's calling you and that's always giving you the headaches.
Right.
And so, not saying you need to block your mom, not saying that at all.
Block them vibes.
Block those vibes. Just bring awareness whenever you talk. Like, I'm not gonna let her get to me today. Like, I'm not gonna let her get to me today. So, and another thing with that being said, the reason why it's so important to know your tribe and know who you're constantly surrounding yourself, because a lot of famous people say you become like the 5 people that you hang around with the most. So ultimately, they are who you are. You get a lot of your jargon, your vocabulary, the slang that you use from the people you around, the way you think. Most of the friends, they even influence the way you dress. So all the things you do in life comes from the people that you surround yourself with. Even if it is just all 6 of your siblings, how are all your siblings acting? So you want to make sure that everybody that you hang around is pouring positivity into your life. And going back to like 2 questions ago, I can't remember what was the question though.
Well, what was it about? I've been jumping.
I don't even remember, but I just know I wanted to say this. Oh, when Tiffany was saying how, dang, I forgot. How he was talking about you change your moods, but he was saying something before that. I can't remember.
Don't know.
But anywho, to understand yourself more, to figure out who you are, you had to question yourself and ask yourself. I know a lot of times we've been so set in stone on the way we believe and the things that we believe. Sometimes we have to just question ourselves, like, why do I believe bacon is healthy? Like, why do I believe, because some people don't know. They don't understand, like, where did you get this belief from? Where did you get that, I don't know, that it's just so many different things in your life. You know what's going on in your life. Just sit back and literally question yourself, because the only way you can know yourself is if you question. Ask yourself these questions. Just go through a series, like, why is this the way? Why do I think this way? And it will help you understand, like, sometimes in your group, I know why I was going to say that, because we were saying sometimes people in our life are that person that you don't want to be around, and I was saying that to say that sometimes these people don't even know they're the negative nanny in the group. They're not aware that they're being this negative, and they're the one that you don't want to send the email to because you're afraid they're gonna respond back nasty, or you don't want to tell them how you feel because they probably trying to crush the next person and walk in, whoever, I'm gonna do me, or have that resting B face, or AK, y'all know what it means. But so if you are that person, and you probably aren't even aware that you're that person, that intimidated person that everybody's afraid to approach. You want to question yourself, ask yourself questions like, where did I get these beliefs? Or maybe it's something in your childhood that could have struck this shell, and so you feel like you have to walk around with your guards up. Or it just could be anything. It don't even have to be that in particular. Right. So just question yourself, even if you're sad all the time. why am I so sad? Where did I get this belief to think that I need to walk around life moping? Or so literally question your beliefs, question everything in your life just to figure out, try to get to the root, to see why you are the way you are today, why these habits that you have are effective today. So the faster you start to question, the more you start to question yourself, rather, the faster it'll be to break those old habits and create new habits that you actually do want to build and become that happy self, to be that self that isn't afraid to live in their truth. So
right. It just reminds me of like when you're feeling bad sometimes and you don't know why you're feeling bad, or you're anxious, you don't know why you're feeling anxious, so you have to like search into yourself, like, why am I feeling bad? Oh, it's because of this. Oh, that's stupid. Let me fix this real quick. Exactly. Or it might be something big, like, oh, I gotta take care of that. That's what it reminded me of, to really like acknowledging what you're really dealing with, because sometimes we suppress it, we know it's there, but we leave it in our subconscious mind, and but we're still feeling bad inside. So it's really important for us to confront things like that.
Absolutely.
I don't know, I want to kind of counter everything okay, not to say I don't agree with it.
Girl, don't agree. We need some
until we want.
Yes, we need some controversy,
right? I feel in order to be to live out your truth, sometimes you don't need to be dependent on others, around you to make you happy, or to be, a certain way. So I do think you have to be a whole person, yourself. So it's not to say that you shouldn't have, those people to bring you up, when you are down. But I know for some people, like they just are around certain people just for certain vibes, or just for, they feel like they're needing other people to.
They're dependent.
Yeah, they're dependent
on them to make them happy.
Yes.
Okay. I agree, and I disagree.
Dependent on outside validation to make them feel better about, like, if you want to wear this outfit, like, just wear that outfit, do
right.
But everybody need a no man too. Like, sometimes you look at that girl, you be like, who are her friends that let her walk out the house like that? No, I'm joking.
But sometimes you just are the friend that walk out the house crazy and you don't care, and your friends accept that.
True. Points all fingers at you. No, I'm joking.
But I agree with both of y'all.
I agree with both. I think it depends on what area you are in your life, where you are in your walk. That's sometimes some people, you need somebody to have faith in you until you're strong enough to understand and recognize who you are as a being. And sometimes you need to like become more powerful than your environment so that you can grow out of it. So without that outside validation, because nobody understands who you are, so you have to live in your own truth in order to get out of that predicament that you're in right now. So it can kind of go both ways.
I mean, I think it is both ways, because you become complete by you making the best decisions for yourself. A good decision is to have positive people around you by exerting that positivity, and you're getting it back. So it's just like, you don't want to be dependent. Like, you don't need to be calling your best friend every single day, every hour, every da-da-da-da. But, just knowing what's good for you, knowing that you need to let those negative people go and start surrounding yourself or attracting positive people into your life. That can make you complete. Having people speak life into you and stuff like that. Because you're going to attract that if you are if you're looking out for yourself and living in your truth. I believe.
So having that healthy balance. Because I want to say, to piggyback on that, because in one of my tips to how you can, one of the ways, and notice I'm not saying this is the only way you can find out who you are, is to like, you can go to those people that are close in your circle, those that you trust, keyword is trust, not those friends, that every time you get around them, you walk away feeling bad, but like, dang, I was feeling like bubbly inside, and then I get left from around you. Now I just feel bad about myself.
I've been there.
So you need to go to like those true friends that you trust and love and have your best interests at heart. And so then you can then ask them like, hey, what are some things I'm good at? And you know, like if y'all were to ask, if one of y'all were to ask me that, or if I was to ask y'all that, y'all would truly give me some genuine answers. Like, well, Jazz, you know, you're really good at doing this, and you're really good at doing that. And it's like, oh, really? I didn't even see that in myself, but y'all saw that in me. And then that way you can act on that. So one way is to just go to those people that you can confide in, that you truly trust, that will give you honest answers. Because I know, like, Tiffany be telling me all the time, like, Jasmine, you need to make these damn informational videos because nobody can say it the way you say it, and I be trying to say it like you, but you be putting all these words, and I don't even know what this means. I'm like, okay, I didn't even know I needed to do that, but now you said that, I have been getting a lot of compliments on doing that, so maybe I really do need to live out that truth. So, yeah, I definitely agree.
Yeah, I agree too. You should definitely start making those videos right now.
I'm making it right now
today.
But yes, you are. Yeah, that's totally true because you need people to tell you the truth. I called Deborah and I was like, I don't know what I'm like here for. I was like, I don't know what I'm good at. Like, I know I'm good at a lot of things, but like, what's my thing? I don't know what it is. Everybody has their thing. And I'm just like, I have so many things that, like, do I need to have so many things? Anyways, but she's like, that's your thing, is having so many things. I was like, oh, okay. So I was like, okay, let me kill it. But
that's true, because a lot of people can't have so many things. Because me, an example, my head will be spinning if I deal with 10 things every day.
Hey, I mean, you just gotta know who you are. But
That's part of knowing who you are, living your truth. Like, you know, you can't juggle 3 things.
Right.
You have to do you.
You have to think about what things are also distracting you. So if you up here caking till like 3 in the morning, knowing that you need to get up at 6 to do your workout to get that body tight and right, like you've been saying, then you need to cut them things short, or y'all gotta work out something. It's like,
talk to you later.
It's like the little things like that.
The little things. It's not about the big things that make you great. It's those little things that can get you caught up and way away from your purpose.
So what things are distracting you from living in your truth or who you want to be? I like that. It's the life it's the life you're living, the life you want to be living. Question.
Right now, honestly, I can say no. I see so much in my near future, and I'm centimeters away. I'm like, if I could just get over that little hump, then I know everything's just gonna start. You know, it's like when you're climbing up the hill, and once you get over the peak of the hill, everything just gets so much easier. Feel like I'm at that peak, like where your thighs is burning. And you did all you can do. I mean, and you just like, maybe I should, but you know you can't quit.
Right.
But no, not right now. But I feel it in my bones, y'all. I feel it.
I like that. I feel it. I feel it for you.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I know you do. You're the realest.
What about Kobe? You say you are living the life you want right now. The life I want to be. Yes.
You know, could it be better? Yes, I do think it could be better. But like right now, at this moment, I'm living out the best that I can do with what I can, with what I have. So that brings up another question. Are you doing the best you can right now with what you have? That's a question that I feel like I'm not. I feel like I need to be doing more. Like, there's always room for more.
Yeah.
But, granted, we still went on a trip. We still, went to Los Angeles, even though we may not, have gone to overseas where we want to go. Like, we're still, traveling and doing the things that we love.
We are still having a podcast. We are still having an event on.
Exactly. So we may not be talking to, the millions that we went to, but we're still talking and reaching to, people that we can.
You gotta keep a person like her around, make you look at the brighter thing.
Right.
See, I will only say I'm not living. What's the question? I will only say that I'm not living the life I want to be living right now because I need to be living in the present moment, and I need to be thankful for where I am in any situation and circumstance. So I'm not there yet. I need to, if I could get that where I could be joyful and peaceful and everywhere I am, I felt I'm close, but
good.
I need that.
And that's so important. That's actually one of the things that I had on there because y'all know this. A year ago, I don't know, maybe earlier this year, we went to an event where a family was splitting up. I don't want to put that person's business out there.
Their name is
we went to this dinner that their family was splitting up, and
we were there.
Yeah, we were there.
I was there.
Family. Their family was splitting up. Parents were, leaving, and in the midst of this like crazy event, everybody in the house was still joyful, happy. I don't want to say what it is.
No, don't say it.
I don't want to say what it is. Yes.
Wait, did you say that?
So, sometimes, there are, like, life is going to happen. There's going to be bad things. But when those things happen, being able to still be, happy and joyful and still do what you are called to do, I think that's just amazing.
Right. You're so right. That's silly me. And the thing is with that, for me, I think I
wish I could tell y'all what
it's consistent. I feel like 1 month I'll be just in the present moment, and then I'll get in my funk, my rut, and I just be like, I'm just not happy right now where I am, where I'm not where I want to be. I'm not this. So it's just like I need to constantly remind myself that if you really think about it, I'm living somebody's prayers right now.
Ooh.
So, and I have to just remind myself.
Right. An example, an example that I can say, it's a guy on social media, I can't think of his name, but he wanted to play football. Like, that was his dream. He always knew he was going to do big things, play football. But once he realized, okay, you know what, I'm not going to be able to play football, but I'm still great, I'm still going to do big things, but this is the avenue that I'm now taking to do that. So I think that's important in living out your truth, is no matter what circumstances may hit you, no matter what adversity you may go through, knowing that, okay, I'm good, like I'm going to be okay, I'm still great, and I'm going to do great things.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
There's this quote that I just got from this conference. It says, don't let your situations or your circumstances define your life. And I was like, because a lot of people define who they are or their life through their different circumstances and situations that they're in. Like, I can't do this because of that, or I'm this way because of that. Like, I'm just mean because my mom was mean, or something like that. Or I can't do this because of some outside source. Right. Putting that non-existent limitation on themselves.
Okay.
So if that's you, stop it. If that's me, stop it. Right? Points all fingers at self.
That's good.
Dang. Well, damn.
All right.
I like what you're saying, though. I have another one. It says, where am I not being honest with myself? So what area in your life are you not being honest with yourself at? Is it the person you're dating? Is it the job you're at? Is it the major you picked? Is it you got a perm in your hair? Is it
that you got natural hair?
you need to go to the gym, but you eating that biscuit?
What area?
What is it? Where are you not being honest with yourself? You be saying, oh, look, I look fine in the mirror, but you got that gut, which is nothing wrong with that if that's what you like. But
is it saying you need to treat yourself knowing you need to save money?
Ooh,
that's me.
That is so
that's
mean.
me.
That is like, so mean.
I deserve this. And I be like, dang, ain't I on a budget though?
So mean.
Right, that's me just 1 hour ago. I told y'all over and over again. I tell them over and over again I need to stop eating out, but every time they see me, I'm eating out.
Hey, eating out adds up, y'all. I went to this financial class yesterday. Oh my God. Y'all, they just even buying candy bars. Not saying we do this, which is how how they put them right at the checkout line, right when you go out. Oh, it's just $1.
Right?
You do that just $1. That can add up to like $20 just on junk food.
And I'd be bad. I'd be like, oh, that's just $3. This is under $5. I can do this.
Oh my God. I know. I'd be like, oh, this is under $10. I get a meal under $10.
Right?
Oh, it was $8.99. I was under $10.
Yes, me too. So how are you lying to yourself? Like, how are you, that was it.
That was mine.
That was it. That was it. That was mine
Like, I
too.
know I don't need to be treating my damn self. I am on a budget. I'm saving up for my future house and my future kids.
I know I need to take this hair out. I said a month. It's been almost 2 months.
I was gonna get my front 2 rows every day, but I still haven't done it.
Okay.
Oh my god.
So who you lying to?
Right.
Stop making excuses. Make solutions.
Right.
Girl. Yes. Stop making excuses and make solutions.
Note to
I
self.
would say mine is probably my resume and my interviewing. Just being real, because I was just talking to my mom about that, and because I keep telling myself, yeah, I'm enough, I'm more than enough, I'm good. You know, just somebody just needs to see my worth. But it's like, really, Jazz, come on, what is it? Is it your interviewing? I have to really dig down and see what it is. Is it my resume? Is it, maybe this job isn't for me? But yeah.
Right, because we gotta learn how to sell
myself.
ourselves, and that's
Yes.
another thing they was talking to me
Yes.
about in my class
Yeah.
yesterday. But yeah,
Because when you said, is it the degree you have the right thing? I've been wondering, questioning myself, asking, did I really get the right degree? But just talking to that guy about, we have all the resources that we need. You have a degree, you can make that degree work.
Oh,
for
for
sure.
sure.
And
for
so
sure.
that's where I am
Right.
with myself.
Yeah, me too. Internal flaws, I've been definitely facing them. Like we said earlier, checking yourself, and in like the job industry. I don't know if y'all know this. I don't know if I should be putting my business out there, but I've been fired a lot of times. So there was a point in my life that I had to ask myself, well, what am I doing wrong? Because obviously everybody just can't be just firing me for no reason.
Yeah.
So I had to dig into myself. It's like, okay, you a little bossy. You think you're a little know-it-all, don't you? So I calmed that down and listening and, learning more than
That's true.
thinking I know it all. And I think I'm good now. I think.
Yeah.
But, I might be lying. I might be lying to myself. Am I good? Am I good? So...
Those constant reality checks are always needed.
Yes.
Okay. Whew. Y'all are funny. Y'all are so funny. So ask yourself,
Yes.
are we good?
Yeah. Wait, I think I might have. I don't know. Let me see. Let me make sure. Okay. Oh, I like this one.
Okay, go for it.
I have one more. And then the question of the day. And these are just questions to really, it's the questions that you really need to ask yourself every now and then to keep yourself in check, because you need to know if you're actually living in your truth or you're living in someone else's truth, or just a false reality of who you portray to the world and who you actually are.
Right, and before you go into it, I want to piggyback off that.
Yes,
I know in the beginning, well, before the podcast started, I remember how Tiffany was saying when she was coming up with the topic, I was just like, sometimes we start off living in our truth, but along the way, we'll get so caught up, maybe our heads will get blown up by the fame or the money that we make, or just anything. Your appearance could change, your wardrobe could change, and you just maybe like, I'm balling now, I'm bossy now, so you just forget and you can lose yourself along the way. So I like how you just said you need to ask yourself and check yourself like constantly with these, like just because you're checking yourself today don't mean you might not need to check yourself a year from now with these same exact questions and find them very valid in your life, or even 2 months from now you may even, because a lot can happen in a week. So
Right.
yeah.
How people like saying like you acting like Beyonce when Beyonce don't even act like Beyonce. She's so nice and genuine. She introduced herself to everybody in the room. Don't get a big head and stuff like that. But yeah. So check yourself. So I guess the last
That's
question.
true. She introduced herself.
Yeah.
Y'all remember that video with Oprah? Like, it was a kid. She asked, "You don't know who I am?"
Oprah did that.
Yes.
Opie, we supposed to be on your own network because I don't know about you like that.
That's amazing that she still introduces herself to people.
Charlamagne was telling that story, and he was like, when he met Beyonce for the first time, she went to everybody in the room and says, "Hi, my name is Beyonce." He was like, he was just like, everybody, like if there's one person in the world that everybody knows, it's you. It's like, but she went to everybody. It's like, "Hi, I'm Beyonce." Like, what you mean? Yeah,
That's awesome.
That's real. Yeah.
be humble.
Mm-hmm.
But the question is, what would make you feel worthy? And so y'all answer that first. It's a two-part question. What would make you feel worthy? Is it a job? Is it a man? Is it something inside of you? What do you think will make you feel worthy? Your definition of success.
I had to say it all.
Mm-hmm. That's a lot.
It is.
To just make you feel worthy. Everything gotta be perfect. Damn.
It's a holistic approach. It's all about that balance. Because if you have your finances together, but you don't have your love life together.
Exactly.
If you have your love life together, you don't have your finances together. It's just like that holistic. So I'm kind of with that. Like being happy in all areas of my life. That's what, because like you want to make your parents proud. And if your parents see you have you in a relationship, but y'all ain't got your own house, y'all ain't got this, like you're not working toward the future, then it's like, But I mean, just to feel worthy for, I guess that's outside validation, but worthy for myself, I still would need finances. I'm not gonna lie, because I mean, you just can't get nothing in life. Like food costs money, and I like to eat.
Right? Ideally, I would want to say just those relationships, those bonds, those memories, those interactions. But I mean, I'm with Jasmine. I have to say it's everything.
Mm-hmm.
It's
Yeah.
the financial piece, it's the love, it's spirituality,
Mm-hmm.
it's my health.
Right, and because I think God created us to have every area. I don't think God intended us to have just right. I think while we're on this earth, I think since we're sons and daughters of the Most High, and the Most High being a king, if you were born into a royal family, you wouldn't have to shop at Walmart for clothes. It's just like you wouldn't be carrying the family name, even thinking like that. Just wouldn't even be like. I'm talking about fashion wise. You wouldn't even have to think about something like that, or even if you want to take it into just helping people, like doing a service, but your service deserve pay for your service. A balance. It need to be a balance. Like you shouldn't just be doing free services and never getting compensation for your work. So however worthy you are, it should be equal, balanced out with the compensation. And it's not to say you're going to get all of your money from doing one thing in life, but I think everything that you have going on will will somehow group it together and it will all balance out. So that's just me though. I don't know. But I definitely think doing genuine work and giving a service that people can actually use and actually helping people, that's what really would make me worthy. But I feel worthy, but just because I feel like I'm doing that right now, but I still feel like everything is not where it needs to be at times.
That's your truth.
So that's just my truth. So what's your truth? And what makes you feel worthy?
I feel worthy right now. I would feel more worthy if I was full-time entrepreneur.
Right.
And I would feel more worthy if I'm a full-time entrepreneur. I would say if I was like in a relationship and married and stuff like that. But if I'm being honest with myself, I don't know if I'm supposed to be in this period of my life.
Mm-hmm.
Like definitely like maybe next year or maybe a month from now. But I don't know. I need to really dig deep to see that part. But it looks good. So I don't know if it looks good to outer people to be in a relationship, having your finances. And I already got y'all good friends. Like everything else is pretty popping. So I guess those two things probably is like full-time entrepreneur, because like having a job is not enough to me, and being in a solid, committed relationship that leads to marriage and kids. But
so I guess the question
what you said too, because I mean, what we do, like, we want to make money and we want to live a good life, but also we do have a cause, and it's much bigger than us, and we really want to help people, so that makes us feel, or me feel worthy as well too.
Right. But it's just like sometimes it's hard to see what are those called? The ramifications, the rewards, because like you don't see it. People don't always talk back. You don't see, people don't always say thank you. It's just like those little moments when like the little girl's wearing a t-shirt or someone leaves just a comment, but it's not like a constant thing.
Right.
So it's just like, am I doing something?
You want to know your work is not going in vain.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're actually making that difference. So I guess the ultimate thing was just to let our work go without being noticed. I mean, not go without being noticed. I mean, the things that, cause
like meaningful work.
Yes, meaningful work. Because after we do our workshops, it's like we always on this high.
Lit.
Like it's like Jen Austen, when we teaching in the schools, we like on this high. It's like, oh my gosh, this is real life. Like it just needs being able to do this consistently and letting it fund our life.
I guess I guess what makes us feel worthy is making an impact. I think that was making everybody feel worthy.
Yeah.
Exactly.
I like that. And the last question, that was a two-part question, was what do you believe needs to be different about you?
Well, physically, I don't think anything, but I definitely think work ethic could always use improvement. Consistency could use improvement. But lately, I feel like I've been punctual, but I wanted, like I said, consistency. So like carrying this out and letting this be a habit that's formed for eternity.
Right, me too. Definitely. Same here. Organization and consistency.
Definitely the same.
We gotta get consistent.
Yes.
And now it's time for the question of the day.
Are you guys ready for the question of the day?
I am, even though we've been asking questions all through the
I
day.
know. This whole podcast has been a question, but we about to hit y'all with the ultimate question.
The question, it might be not. I mean, there might be better questions that were on this list, but this is the question that I got for y'all. What is this is funny. What is one question you think you need to ask yourself? I didn't think about this.
One question you think you need to ask yourself. Because we've been asking y'all questions all day, but what's something only you know the answer to? Only you can even form that question, because someone may not be aware that you even need that question asked. I'm going to have to think about that question.
Right.
If y'all know the question you need to ask yourself, leave it in the comments below.
What if it's personal?
If it's personal, leave it in the comments below. Or email us. It's like, or leave it in the comments below.
What's the question you need to ask yourself?
A lot of times, I ask myself this all the time, is, do I need to go harder? Or I think, or it's like, do I need to still be doing this one thing since I always do a lot of things? Or like, do I need to give something up? And I always like, well, I could do maybe just a little bit and put more effort to this.
Yeah.
So that's my questions that I constantly ask myself.
Mine is, what more could I do? What how can I? What more? And then sometimes I had those days like, why am I doing this? Okay, I have to remind myself, why? What am I doing this for? Okay, I want to build something that's bigger than me and myself. I want to impact, the legacy, that legacy that Jay-Z was talking about in, 444.
Right. Now I think I got my question. Cool. Those are great questions. I think my question is, why are you focusing on things that could not happen?
That you have like no control of, or could not happen?
Like, why are you focusing on what could go wrong?
Yeah.
If you were, or what if this doesn't happen? Why don't you just focus on, like, what if everything do work out? What if you do build this legacy and become super wealthy and become like change 1 billion lives and everybody has a healthier mindset instead of saying, what if we don't reach all those numbers that we intend to reach?
They don't work.
Yeah. So
don't ask that no more.
Yeah. No, I'm just saying, because not even about us. It's just my personal life. It's just like, dang, what if I? So.
Yeah, I know what you mean. I have one more that I forget that I was asking myself in the car. It was like, am I praying enough for others instead of like myself? So, because I don't want to be so selfish in my prayers.
That's what it is. You say that because I saw something that it was talking about prayers and why your prayers haven't been answered, and then it was saying, are your prayers only gonna help you, or is it like who are your prayers gonna benefit?
Right.
That's true. Ooh,
So,
I always pray for the
how many
people.
times do you pray for other people? You know?
Right.
That's good.
Right.
That was great.
Everybody needs praying for.
Yeah.
But that's it, guys. I wanted to just say that this podcast stemmed from something I learned in this conference I went to, and basically this person was saying you need to live in your truth in order to get into the next level. A lot of times we put on facades or we even fool ourselves sometimes in thinking that we're someone that we're not. And I just want y'all to know that it's okay to be who you are and to live in your truth and to follow your intuition, because if not, I feel like you're going to be lost. We will be lost if we're not living in our truth, and you might miss your blessing by living someone else's dream, by putting on a facade, like if you're not doing you. Who's going to be able to help you if they think everything's perfect?
Right.
Are you going to go to the next level, or if maybe your story needs to be told first? So it's just like, live in your truth, and that's why I feel like your purpose is living in your truth. So do that.
I love it.
Yes.
I love it.
We're going to do that too.
Yes, we are going to do that. And before we leave, if you all have any topics that you'd like to hear Inspire Fire addressed on future podcasts, feel free to email us. What's the email again, Tiff?
soulfillingpodcast@gmail.com.
Yes, or you can drop it in the comments, or you can DM us. And before we leave, we have to hit y'all with the affirmation time.
It's affirmation time. It's affirmation time. It's affirmation time.
It's affirmation time. Okay, so for those of you that do not know what an affirmation is any positive statement that you can use to transform your life for the best. And so I know oftentimes a lot of people be speaking negative affirmations in their lives, like I'm sick, I'm tired, I'm broke, I'm all these negative things. You know, you get the point. You put in the word I am, and then you put in a negative tone afterwards. We ain't trying to speak those.
Nobody got time for
We ain't got time to be speaking those affirmations. Y'all wanna make me get my belt? I'm gonna get my belt.
Get it.
I'm gonna go get the belt. Okay, but for real though, from this day forward, catch yourself, check yourself, and make sure you never ever speak another negative affirmation in your life. And
especially if you're in a bad circumstance.
Oh my God.
Why would you want to dig yourself in a hole?
Bruh. Yes, so now since we got all that established, and even in the Bible, it says, let the weak say, I am strong. So even when you're feeling weak, that negative affirmation, you could be like, I'm weak, but you're not going to say I'm weak. You say, I am strong. I am strong. I am strong. Okay, but, okay.
Were we supposed to catch on to that?
No,
Okay.
that was just me being like vibing with. So, there's three of us, and we're going to say 3 I am affirmations. We're going to say the word I am, and we're going to put a positive statement a positive word at the end of that, and create a positive statement, which is an affirmation. So, y'all do y'all's at home, or you can put them in the comment below, and we're going to do ours just to give you an example. So, who wants to go first with their affirmation? I'll go. I am strongly living in my truth. Because I just said I am strong really hit me just a second ago.
Hey. Me too. I don't want to go yet.
I am a gift from God, and I am living out His purpose for my life.
I am creating goals, and I am accomplishing every single one of them and surpassing them and becoming my best self ever in life.
Hey,
Yes, girl. Rub some of that affirmation off on me.
feel it.
Yes, I'm just basking in it. Okay. Thank you all so much for tuning in. If you haven't done so already, go ahead and give this page a thumbs up, like it, so you can receive all the updates and you can just get this daily inspiration in your life.
And make sure you are subscribed to our SoundCloud and iTunes. All you gotta do is press the subscribe button and share it if you ain't shared this video yet, share this video with
Like
your
the bell.
friends.
Comment, show us some love. Let us know you there. Don't just be watching, creeping. Let us know you in the building. Let us know you
Don't
see
be ghosts.
Right. Don't be ghosting on us. Yes.
Yes.
And also, most importantly, we have an IG page that's specifically catered to our podcast. So you get all the podcast updates.
Yes.
And it's Soul Filling, because that's the name
Soul
of our
Filling Podcast.
Wow.
on Instagram. So Feeling Podcast on Instagram.
Yeah.
SOULLINGPODCAST.
All that. Because I know your soul feeling bad. I know it is.
This was very sad right now.
Until next time.
Thank you for tuning in. Bye.